structure basically? Why it is called a MOS?
কারণ কি লেফট সাইডে মেটাল আছে, মাঝখানে অক্সাইড আছে, আর রাইট সাইডে মস মানে সেমিকন্ডাক্টর আছে।
Very good, excellent. কি বললে?
বিশ্বদীপ।
হ্যাঁ, তোমার গলাটা চেনা চেনা লাগছিল। So everybody agrees with Vishwadip? He said on the
Yes,
left
sir.
side is the metal, okay, and in the middle it is silicon dioxide, but you can say it is oxide. M metal, M O oxide, and all of this is semiconductor. So there are three layers. One is the metal, another is oxide, another is a semiconductor. This oxide acts as an insulator between this metal and the this semiconductor. Okay, and this gate is on the input side. So you can say that the gate is insulated from the semiconductor because this is very high impedance path. So this is one thing to note. And this drain and the source, these are ohmic contacts. Ohmic contacts means metallic contacts, but these are not part of this three layers. Three layers is gate. Okay, you cannot say drain is you see there is a connection between this terminal and inside the semiconductor by this metallic ohmic contact. Okay, this is the conductive part. So there is no separation of the insulator at this point or at this point. Okay, so we discussed this, and we said that in a way this MOS device is symmetrical like a JFET. This MOSFET is also symmetrical. That means if you can interchange the drain and the source, it will work perfectly. Okay, and another thing we discussed that like transistors, they have are a three-terminal device. So in this case, the three terminals are the drain, source, and the gate, and there is an additional terminal which is connected to the substrate. Normally, we will see that in our discussions, the substrate and the source are shorted to each other. And, okay, and so normally this is shorted to each other, but in advanced courses, we can find that you can apply appropriate potential at these terminals, at the substrate terminal, to get some control over the device. Okay, so basically what we are discussing today is the last of the devices. So after this we will not have much of devices until we go I think there will be no more devices after today's class, because devices what we have studied till now, can anybody tell me, list the different types of devices? Devices means the component, like resistor is a component. Similarly, capacitors, inductors, transformers, these are all electrical components. So what type of electronic components have we studied in this course?
Sir, junction diode, bipolar junction transistor, field effect transistor,
Very good.
amplifier.
Pardon? No. Amplifier is not a device. Very, very important. Don't make a mistake. Amplifier, we use device to make an amplifier. Amplifier itself is not a device. Device means standalone component. Amplifier, this cannot amplify this component. This is an amplifier. This can be used or this has to be used to make an amplifier. I told you there is a distinction between devices and when you connect biases, resistances to make it work. For example, a bipolar junction transistor, you give biasing like voltage divider bias, so that you get a certain input. You give apply a certain voltage to the VBE, then you get a small current called IB. That means that the base current that is amplified when you connect different biases. But that's why I want to make a clear distinction between devices and what we will make using these devices. So in your childhood you used to work with Lego toys, is it not? Lego toys, building blocks, you have to join them, build houses, boats, whatever. Remember? So these are the Lego toys. These are the building blocks. These are not the actual house or the ship or whatever. You can build a house or a ship like with Lego toys. Similarly, you can make amplifiers, switching devices using this. So the different devices we have studied till now are PN junction diodes, Zener diodes, and the seminar topics. Seminar topics means Okay,
Photodiode.
not all of them were devices. Can you tell me which of them were devices?
Sir, photodiode.
Yes. There were 4 devices. Tell me which are 4 topics. Tell me which are devices, which are not devices.
The solar cell.
Solar cell can be considered as a device. What else? LED is also device. It is a diode, na? PN junction diode, Zener diode, light emitting diode. Okay. What is not strictly a device is a 7-segment display. 7-segment display itself is not a device. You can make a 7-segment display using the devices. Okay. Is it clear? So
Yes, sir.
now
Yes, sir.
we had studied all these are 2-terminal devices. Like for example, 7-segment display is not a 2-terminal device. It is not a device at all actually. So basically, now once we have crossed 2-terminal devices, what else we have studied? Devices, bipolar junction transistor, then junction field effect transistor, and now MOSFET. In junction field in BJT, bipolar junction transistors, you can have uh, N type or P type, and configuration is something else. Whether you want to use it in active mode, saturation modes is something else. Types are structurally can be P type or N type. Similarly, junction field effect transistor can be N channel or P channel. Okay, and here we are now studying MOSFET, metal oxide semiconductor FET. So here, first of all, we will study uh, depletion type MOSFET. So our first type of MOSFET will be depletion type MOSFET. Why it is called depletion type MOSFET? Everything will become clear to you. And in depletion type MOSFET, there can be 2 types: N channel or P channel. Like in JFET, it can be N channel, P channel. Similarly, depletion type MOSFET can be N channel or P channel. We have another type of MOSFET called enhancement type MOSFET. There also it can be N channel or P channel. So everything is clear now. You should get a broader picture first before going into the details, micro level structure. Is it clear everything? Vishwadeep,
Yes, sir.
Ananda, everything is clear. Shagarika, Priyanka.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we have been discussing this structure. I will just you know the structure by now. So in this depletion type MOSFET, the main characteristic is that when you buy the MOSFET from the market, this N channel is existing. This is a drain, this is the source, and between the drain and the source there is a channel of the same type called N channel. If this is N, this is N, so this is a channel which is created between these 2 islands. Okay, so when you buy it, you get this channel. When we study the other type of MOSFET called enhancement MOSFET, this channel will not be there when it is bought. You can create this channel. Okay, so now we know all this structure, everything. We can proceed to how it works. Okay, so let us start. How is the basic operation and characteristics? So this is now the device which is connected to the biases, external biases, and there are some connections. So first thing I told you is that the substrate is connected to the source, and this source is connected to ground. So this is at 0 potential, and this gate in the initial what we are studying will be connected to the source. Later on we will see that will give a potential to the gate, but as of now the gate is connected to the source. So what is the gate source voltage now?
0.
Shorted. 0.
Zero.
And there is a potential which is applied between the drain and the source. Okay, so drain source potential is such that this is positive, the drain is positive and the source is negative. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
So what happens is that when you have gate source shorted to each other, there is no potential difference between the gate and the source. It is 0 volt. Now what happens, since in the depletion type there is a channel already created. Now we have here, this is a positive terminal of the battery, this drain, and the source is connected to the negative terminal of the battery. Now, what will happen? We have discussed the water pipe in analogy, where there is a tap and you can open the tap and regulate the flow of amount. Regulate the flow means amount of water flowing through the tap. So here the source. This is the source of the electrons. What happens? The electrons are attracted by the positive drain. Can you see from the figure that the electrons, this is an n-type semiconductor. So n-type semiconductor is majority charge carriers are electrons and minority are holes. So electrons which are there in majority here are moving upward. You see, this is n channel, this is n-type island, this is n-type island. So the electrons are moving up and going to the drain terminal because this is positive connection, and this goes to the goes to the positive of the battery. These electrons. Okay, but why? What is this dotted line? Can you tell me?
The direction of current.
Flow of
Yeah.
direction of current.
Flow of
Ulta flow of electrons, so direction of current.
electrons are negatively charged, so the electrons are moving from the source to the drain. So the current is flowing actually from the drain to the source, the dotted line, and it flows out through the source. The current is the amount of current flowing into the drain is same as the amount of current flowing out of the source. That's why it is called ID is equal to IS. What is IDSS? I'll tell you just now. So this is clear how it works.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now what happens now? Suppose the gate source voltage is 0. This is the curve we were discussing. So gate source voltage, we now don't look at the figure on the left. Don't now, at least. Later on we will discuss this. We'll now at least discuss the figure on the right. So this, like in BJT, you have an output characteristic curve. In FET, you don't have any input characteristic curve. Can anybody tell me why?
Sir, pardon?
Come again?
কি বললেন শুনতে পেলাম না।
In BJT, we have seen there are input characteristic curve and the output characteristic curve. But in FET, we don't have any input characteristic curve. Why?
Sir, because the gate and source potential are in zero potential.
No, now in this zero
না, সেটা
potential,
তো বাড়ানো যাবে।
no, we will change. We'll change later. We will see it can change. Only thing I told you, the gate is insulated. The gate is not connected to anywhere except externally. Internally, it is insulated from the semiconductor. So, since there is an insulation, no current can flow into the gate.
Yes, sir.
And this gate is isolated. If the gate, this is the input gate. So, if the gate current is always 0, then how can you have any variation or input characteristic? Input characteristic means variation of input current with voltage. So here, even if there is a change of voltage between the gate and the source, there will be no current. So if there is no current, what is the use of drawing an input characteristic curve? There is no input characteristic curve.
Yes.
That is why you don't find any input characteristic curve in MOSFETs. Now another thing you see, I told you an example at the very beginning of the class when we discussing FET and BJT differences. We said that BJT is a current control device. Given input current IB, you get an output current IC, which is beta times IB. Is it not? But here we give an input voltage, and based on the input voltage, the output current is controlled. So the input current, input voltage we were talking about is VGS, and the output current we were discussing was ID. So input voltage controls the output current. And one more thing we discussed, that like when there is a permanent magnet coming very near to iron filings or iron nails, then what happens is this iron filings or nails jumps through the air and gets attracted and attached to the permanent magnet. There is no direct contact between the magnet and the iron filings. Because of the magnetic field, the iron filings are attracted to the magnet. So depending on the how much powerful the magnet is, more or less number of iron filings can be attracted. So that is that discussions we did in the beginning. You remember, there is a magnetic flux and there is no direct contact between the magnet and the iron filings. The iron filings are attracted with the magnetic field. Similarly, the potential applied between the gate and the source creates an electric field which can control the current. Here we have given only one value, okay? The gate source voltage shorted and there is a flow of current ID. We have not discussed any variations. So let us discuss this curve. This is the output characteristic curve. As we said, there is no input characteristic curve. The curve on the left is the relation between the output current and the input voltage. That is called the transfer characteristic curve. We will discuss this transfer characteristic curves a little later. As of now, concentrate on this. So this is the, there are set of curves because the input, remember the output characteristic curve? Output characteristic curve in a BJT was what? Common emitter? Tell me now if you remember. Common emitter output characteristic curve of a BJT. ভুলে গেলে?
স্যার মনে আছে।
বলো আউটপুট কারেন্ট কি?
কমন এমিটারে ছিল হচ্ছে আউটপুটটা VCE
IC versus VCE.
but IB is
কার্ভটা কি ভার্সেস কি ছিল? কারেন্ট ভার্সেস ভোল্টেজ। What current
versus voltage.
IC versus VCE.
IC versus VCE.
IC versus VCE, very good, excellent.
I beta constant.
কোনটা ভ্যারি করছিল? কার্ভ ডিফারেন্ট কার্ভ ছিল।
I beta ভ্যারি করছিল।
I beta ভ্যারি করছিল কারণ IE ভ্যারি করছে, সরি IB ভ্যারি করছিল, ঠিক আছে?
IB ভ্যারি করছিল।
IB
কমন এমিটারে IB, B ফর বম্বে ভ্যারি করছিল, বেস কারেন্ট ভ্যারি করছিল। তো তো ওটা হচ্ছে বিজেটি, আর এখানে কি ভ্যারি আউটপুট কারেন্ট হচ্ছে আইডি। তোমাকে বলেছিলাম আউটপুট কারেন্ট ইজ সেম অ্যাজ আইডি ইজ ইকুয়াল টু আইএস, কারণ যে কারেন্ট ড্রেন দিয়ে ঢুকছে সেই কারেন্ট সোর্স দিয়ে বেরিয়ে যাচ্ছে। সো উই ক্যান সে ইট ইজ আইডি ইজ আউটপুট কারেন্ট। ড্রেন কারেন্ট we call drain, D stands for drain. Drain current versus the drain source voltage. Drain source voltage যেমন বলেছিলাম, this is a device voltage, drain and the source, and this is the external battery voltage. So this is the output current versus output voltage. Here you see there is a major difference between this one and the BJT. Here the control, the different curves are not for different currents because it is a voltage control device. BJT was a current control device, so different values of the input current. Remember?
Yes, sir.
Now we don't have any input current because IG is 0. So this output, this controlling parameter is not the current but a voltage. You must remember this. Okay. So this is VGS is equal to 0. So this curve which we are discussing, this case is VGS is equal to 0. Okay. For this, initially, when the drain source voltage is very small, there is a very little current. You see at this region, the drain current is very small. Consider only this curve. Don't look at other curves now. Okay, so this curve. So initially when the drain source voltage is 0, drain current is 0. Because if there is no drain source voltage, the electrons cannot be attracted to any positive potential. Only when this becomes positive with respect to source, then some amount of current starts flowing, which goes up like this. Okay, so till this point, the curve more or less varies linearly. Linearly means following Ohm's law. Following Ohm's law, it goes up linearly. So it is called, sometimes it is a linear region, okay? And the slope of the curve is inverse of the resistance. So the slope of the curve is here something. So there is a resistance, so it follows Ohm's law. But after a certain time, like in a JFET, the current no longer increases. It saturates. In JFET, we have studied because of pinch off, it saturates, and this voltage, this is called the pinch off voltage. We'll not discuss that now. There is no such thing as pinch off in this type. in a depletion type MOSFET. So this curve goes up and then it flattens. That means it does not increase with additional voltage. After it crosses this point, the current becomes constant. And corresponding current for VGS is 0 is called the drain source DSS, IDSS. That is the drain source current for what?
Saturation on a gate.
For gate shorted. That is IDSS, similar to JFET. It is a drain source current for gate shorted. Yes, last S stands for shorted. Okay, so that is the current corresponding to VGS is equal to 0. Other currents are there, but it is for different values of VDS. Okay, now suppose we apply a negative potential between the gate and the source. So what will happen? Let us see. So if we apply earlier, gate potential was 0. Now there is a negative potential at the gate. Is it clear? Only a portion of the MOSFET is shown. So this is the gate, which is the metal, oxide, and the semiconductor. What is the semiconductor layer? This is an N channel. N channel, no? The same thing here, only this little block is shown, where instead of 0 volt at the gate, there is a negative potential at the gate. Clear? So when there is a negative potential at the gate, what happens is that all the electrons which are near to this interface between the oxide and the semiconductor, N channel in the semiconductor, are repelled because this is a negative potential. So the electrons, being negative charge, go away from this region and go inside the semiconductor. Is it clear or not?
Yes, sir.
And this inside is a p-type substrate we discussed. This is a p-type substrate. This is the p-type substrate inside the semiconductor. So the electrons are repelled from this region. So the electrons are repelled from this interface region and goes deeper into the semiconductor. Clear or not?
Yes, sir.
And this p-type material are majority charge carriers are holes. So these holes, which are shown here as plus like this, plus charges, are attracted towards this interface. It cannot cross the interface. It cannot cross this barrier, because this is last day to class I was telling that this is the Himalayas, na? So this holes which are attracted towards the interface cannot cross the Himalayas and go to China. This is India. These Himalayas are there, so this is insulated. No electrons or holes can move across this insulation. So the holes can only be attracted towards the interface, and the electrons are repelled from the interface because of this negative potential at the gate. Now, out of this negative electrons are represented here as E and holes as plus. So these electrons are repelled and recombined. Some of these electrons are recombining with the holes. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So wherever there is a circular thing, there is a recombination of electrons and holes. But few electrons go deeper inside, which are not recombined. This is about to recombine, not yet recombined. This is also about to recombine. So this electron is moving without any, because there are not sufficient holes. So you understand what will happen to the current then? What do you expect? There was a drain current. Electrons were moving from the source to the drain. Now there will be fewer electrons to move because electrons are repelled from this region, and there are lesser electrons. Why? Because some of the electrons in this N channel have recombined with the holes. So there is no less number of electrons. Wherever these circular things are there, those are the electrons which are recombined with the holes. So these are the electrons which are not there, because this electron hole pair is annihilated. Yes or no?
Yes,
Clear?
sir.
So there are less number of electrons, fewer electrons in the channel. So what do you expect the current to be when there is a drain source potential applied? Drain source potential is applied, drain positive, source negative, but this voltage is negative voltage. I told you there will be less electrons in the channel, so less amount of electrons can move in the channel and go and constitute the drain current. So drain current will be reduced.
Yes, sir.
So here you see the figure. This is the earlier figure we have already discussed. Now you see the figure for VGS is equal to minus 1 volt. That means you have given minus 1 volt with respect to the source. So you see the current has been reduced. Corresponding similar curve is very same because it is a MOSFET characteristic is not changing. So the current is very similar, but there is a less amount of current which is at the saturation level. So maximum current for VGS is equal to 0, IDSS less current. Similarly, if you give minus 2 volts at the gate here, so more number of electrons will be repelled, more number of holes from the p-type substrate will come towards the interface and recombine with the electrons. So there will be still less number of electrons. So if there are still less number of electrons, the current drain current will be still less. Is it not? So
Why is the gap between the curves decreasing? So when we are moving towards more negative voltages?
who is asking this question?
Sir Rajat.
Excellent question. I will explain. Did you get the explanation for JFET? Same thing was happening for JFET.
Sir, there is any parabolic equation.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Very good question, but there is an answer to this. I'm coming to this. I was just about to tell that note that unlike BJT, the gaps are not same. There is a change of from 0 to minus 1, there is a change of 1 volt. From minus 1 to minus 2, there is a change of 1 volt, but the amount of current which is reduced is less. Still less like this. Rajat, keep it on hold, I will explain. So
Yes, sir.
it goes from minus 2, less current, minus 3, less current, minus 4, still less current, minus 5, still less current, minus 6 is the sort of pinch of voltage or cut-off voltage. If VGS reaches minus 6 volts, there will be no current. Below that, it is cut off. That is, since there is no current, it is cut off. MOSFET is a
স্যার কিন্তু
transistor.
এখানে তো ডিপ্লিশন রিজনের ব্যাপার আছে না, তো ডিপ্লিশন রিজনের জন্য কি কারণটা, মানে ডিপ্লিশন রিজন তো
কোথায়?
বাড়ে কমে এটাতে, দিস ইজ এ ডিপ্লিশন টাইপ না, তো ডিপ্লিশনের জন্য তো
very good question. বিশ্বদীপ বলেছে তো, this depletion word has nothing to do, absolutely nothing to do with the depletion region. Very good. I have never thought about this thing, but that it has come to your mind is very good. I appreciate this. This word depletion has nothing to do with the word depletion region. Okay, this is a depletion type. When we study enhancement type MOSFET, you will understand why this is called depletion type. In fact, I will tell you just now itself because we have reached the point. For example, if VGS is equal to minus 6 volt, where is there any current?
অলমোস্ট নো।
The last curve is coinciding with the x-axis. Is there
Yeah.
any current corresponding to this?
অলমোস্ট জিরো,
It is all, yeah, you can say there is almost zero
জিরো।
current because it is almost coinciding with the x-axis. ID is equal to 0. So if when this is there, if it is minus 6, say minus 7, I increase it further. Nobody prevents me from increasing this further. So what will happen if I give it to minus 7 volts? Then also we'll have zero current.
Yes.
So you have zero current now. Then the channel no longer exists. The channel exists করছে না because there is no current flowing. Even if drain source voltage is given, you have given some amount of drain source voltage, say 7 volts, 20 volts. So
Still no
still,
current.
since there is no, the channel vanishes. So the channel vanishes means this channel is depleted of all charge carriers.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why it is called a depletion mode MOSFET. I told you when you go to the market to buy a depletion type MOSFET, this channel existed, but depending on the voltages I apply to the gate, source, and the drain, I can deplete this channel of charge carrier, so the channel will actually not exist. So that is the point where any voltage -6, -7, any negative voltage than -6 is makes the channel current ID current 0. Channel does not exist and the channel is depleted. The channel does not
Okay.
exist.
So this depletion the reason for the decreasing gaps with voltage?
No. Gap, increasing gap is because there is a relation between the current and the drain source voltage. I'll tell you that. Don't worry, I'll
Okay.
tell you that. I'll keep it in abeyance now. But try to understand all this 1 to 6 curves, 7 curves starting from VGS is equal to 0 to this. VGS is equal to -6 volt. Have you understood the curves? The nature of the curves are similar. Only thing value saturates, current value saturates at a lower value of ID. The saturation current is lower for each step. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Only curve which is left, which I have not explained, is which curve?
The transfer current.
No. Forget about the left curve. I'm talking of only one of this output characteristic. One curve I have
VGS
still
equal
not
to
explained.
plus 1 volt.
Very good, excellent. I have not yet explained this. All this time I was telling I give a negative voltage to the gate. This example is negative voltage to the gate. But suppose I give a positive voltage to the gate. There is no diagram, so I have to show on this only. Suppose I give a positive voltage to the gate. Okay. So what will happen? All the electrons in this channel will be attracted towards this potential. Again, I must tell you, this negative voltage of the gate or the positive voltage of the gate creates an electric field which attracts or repels the electrons. If it is negative, it repels the electrons near the interface and attracts the holes from the base material or the substrate. If it is positive, electrons are attracted towards the interface and the holes in this region are repelled towards the base material. So this gate voltage is controlling, electric field created by the gate voltage controls the flow of current. Okay, so we are discussing positive voltage. So positive voltage means more number of electrons here in the channel. Few electrons also come from the p-type material, because in p-type material the electrons are there in minority charge carrier. So these electrons being negatively charged are attracted to the positive electric field. I told you this is positive, 1 volt say. So the positive electric field attracts all the negatively charged electrons and repels all the holes. So what do you expect of the number of electrons in the channel? Increase or decrease?
Sir, increase.
Increase. All of you agree?
Yes, sir.
So the electrons, because of positive potential, are attracted towards the interface. Holes are repelled from the interface, go towards into the substrate region, and the number of electrons in this channel increases. So naturally, if the number of channel in this increases, number of electrons flow in the upper from bottom to top on the upward direction. So the more is the amount of the drain current. So you see, for positive voltage, the last point, plus 1 volt, the maximum drain current is increasing.
So
Is it
does
clear?
this curve follow Shockley's equation?
Pardon?
The Shockley's equation follow করে এই কার্ভটি?
না বলছি ওটা বলছি Shockley's equation বলে না বলছি. So this is shown for plus 1 volt. Similarly, you can have for plus 2 volts. If plus 2 volts, the curve will be still higher. This is a representative diagram. Does not necessarily show all voltages. You can take different values of the pinch of voltage and make the curve more number of curves or less number of curves. Is it clear? Concept is important. So all of you are interested in the Before we proceed to the enhancement mode MOSFET, let us see what is the relationship between the current and the voltage. Yes, here, this is Shockley's equation. The Shockley's equation is still applicable. Okay, in depletion mode, the Shockley's equation is still applicable. Please note that when we study another type of MOSFET, Shockley's equation will no longer be applicable. Only thing is you have to give the proper sign, otherwise you will get everything wrong. The sign is important. The Shockley's equation states that drain current is the IDSS times 1 minus VGS minus by VP. So, for example, you give minus VGS minus volt, and then this is minus, you get less number of electrons. So this Rajat and others, this reason for this difference in the gap is now clear.
Yes, sir.
When we come to the next type of MOSFET, this Shockley's equation will not be applicable. A parabolic relation still would exist, but the Shockley's equation will no longer. Now let us come to the transfer characteristics. Transfer characteristics, you are clear because we have studied this in JFET. Is it not? So transfer characteristics is transfer from the output to the input. So what is the output parameter in this? What is the output parameter in this?
ID.
ID, very good. And what is the input parameter in this? In this? Input parameter.
VGS.
VGS, very good. So we'll have a curve of ID and VGS. Okay. So we, similar to what we did for JFET, we'll extrapolate these curves and get this transfer characteristic. So this x-axis is the VGS axis. So we to get 1 point, we draw the y-axis, which is VGS 0. Corresponding to VGS 0, we have some current called IDSS. So we get 1 point of intersection. Yes or no? Now, unlike JFET, it can be done in different ways. They have taken half the IDSS value, put it in Shockley's equation, and got some value of VGS. So that is say 4 volts. Sorry, so that is some value. This is the value, say minus 2 volts, corresponding to ID. If IDSS they have taken 8. Half of IDSS is 4. Applied in Shockley's equation, you will get another value of VGS. Similarly, if you take IDSS, ID value is IDSS by 4, not 2, then you get another value of VGS. Now for VGS is equal to minus 6 volt, the VGS is equal to minus 6 volt, the drain current is 0. So how many dots you get? Intersection points you get? This one, this one, this one, and this one. So you just join these dots, you will get a parabolic type of curve. Again, one more thing is left, that is when there is a positive voltage applied to the gate. So corresponding to this positive voltage, you extrapolate and you get 1, because now to the right of the origin you have 1. So make this go up, and there will be a point here. So this curve, unlike JFET, crosses this line. Okay. Now from the transfer characteristic, you see that to the left of the y-axis is the depletion mode, and to the right of the y-axis is the enhancement mode. So basically, if you have a depletion, this is an N channel. Why N channel? Because the channel is N type. So N channel and then depletion type MOSFET. So if you have a depletion type MOSFET, you can have both depletion mode and enhancement mode. What is actually basically depletion enhancement? For VGS is equal to 0, you have IDSS, some value here it is 8 milliampere. So if you have a negative voltage at the gate, the current drain current decreases as given by Shockley's equation. So basically now you have a lesser and lesser amount of drain current till it becomes 0. And the same MOSFET can be used to, by giving a positive voltage, you can increase or enhance. If all of you can know the English word enhance. Enhance means to what? Means to what? Do what? I enhance the uh, the value of something or the beauty of something. So the enhancement means what in English words? Enhancement means to increase something. So here in enhancement mode MOSFET, if you give a positive gate voltage, then the strength of the channel or the current carrier density in the channel increases and you have more current. So that's why it is called. So anything below IDSS is called depletion mode. Any current value above IDSS is called the enhancement mode. Is it clear? So there are, it is shown by these arrows. Anything to the left of the y-axis is the depletion mode. Anything to the right of the y-axis is the enhancement. So everything clear?
Yes, sir.
So you
Yes,
can have
sir.
actually two types of characteristic curves. One is the output characteristics, or sometimes called drain characteristics, and you have an enhancement. Transfer characteristics. Transfer means there will be one output parameter, which is drain current, and input parameter, which is the drain voltage. So this is a transfer. So output and input parameters. Output characteristics are both are output parameters ID versus VDS, and the controlling voltage as the controlling parameter. So is this clear? Like N-channel MOSFET, P-channel MOSFET can exist, where difference in structure is that the substrate that is also called bulk. Earlier was P-type, now this will be N-type. Islands of drain and source will be P-type, and the channel which is created is also P-type. If you get confused, just remember one thing. From the name itself, you can understand what is what. The name of this is P-type P channel. So P channel means the channel is P. So if this is first thing given in the question is P channel. From the question you get one answer that this channel is P. So if this channel is P, these two cannot be N. So these two has to be P. So once you have all these three P's, then the base will be or the substrate will be opposite. Is it clear? I'm not going into the details
Yes,
of
sir.
this. Generally, all these questions normally doesn't come for P channel, but concept is very similar. We start with have for VGS is equal to 0, we have that output or the drain characteristics like this curve. Now earlier it was negative voltages. Now for P channel it will be positive voltages. Concept is same. It's absolutely. That is a depletion. For each additional voltage given to the gate source, the current is getting depleted till it goes to 0, and then it is cut off. So transfer characteristic curves will be like this. Only thing here earlier it was minus value, here it is plus value. So if you give plus value in the gate, actually it's very easy to understand. If this is plus value, then all the holes will be repelled from this substrate because of the positive electric field. So holes will go inside the channel. Electrons will come from the substrate towards the substrate. So if the holes are repelled, then the carrier density will be less number of P-type holes in the channel, so less current. On the other hand, if you give a negative voltage here, gate, then all the holes will be attracted to the interface. All the electrons will be repelled from the interface. So if there are more number of holes, the channel strength increases, current increases. So this is given by this. And similar to what we had, ID, that is the output characteristic, versus the input parameter gives the transfer characteristics. With this, we come to the symbol part. Here you see the symbol. Again, I told you there are two. This is the depletion MOSFET. We have for enhancement MOSFET another type. So this is N-channel depletion MOSFET, and this is P-channel depletion MOSFET. Why 4? Why 2 types for each? Because you can have a symbol where the substrate is kept separately, is shown separately, or you can have the symbol where the substrate is connected to the source, as we have seen, substrate connected to the source. So this symbol is also correct, this symbol is also correct. For P-channel, see, the channel is N. So there are 2 bars here, one bar short, another bar is long. So this long bar is the channel, and this is the gate. And for N-channel, what is the, from the word itself, it is N-channel. So from P-type substrate to N-type, the arrow will be in this direction. And between this is the channel, P-channel. So P-channel is given, P-channel, this is P-channel, and the substrate is N. So the arrow is in the opposite direction compared to this. So symbol is same for both except the arrow in the substrate. If the arrow is pointing towards the channel, that means N. If it is pointing out of the channel, it is P. Do you remember the symbol of a JFET? See, this is the JFET symbol. What difference we have here? What symbol? The difference in the symbols we have?
Here is an extra line.
On the right side.
Okay. Come again.
The gate is indicated on the right side.
Right, left, no. Right and left, no. In the, yeah, that way you are absolutely correct. Here the arrow is on the gate. That is very good difference. I didn't notice earlier. Here the arrow is on the gate, but in MOSFET this is JFET. JFET. So in this the arrow is on the gate, whereas in case of MOSFET the arrow is on the substrate. That is a good point. Any other difference? I'll show this once again. This is JFET. Now can you spot the difference? This is MOSFET. One difference. Who pointed out that there is an arrow on the gate and here is arrow on the substrate? Who pointed out? Ke bolle?
Sir, Abhishek Saha. Abhishek Saha.
Okay. What are the difference, Abhishek?
Sir, the gap between gate and N channel indicating the silicon.
Sir, in MOSFET, it's not directly connected. It's because of ফিল্ডের জন্য হচ্ছে আর
No, okay. কারণটা পরে বলছি। Basically
কিন্তু JFET is connected পুরো directly.
No. Yeah, connected directly, indirectly, পরের ব্যাপার. Here you see there are two bars, one short, another long. In case of JFET, there is only one bar. Yes or no?
Yes.
So in JFET there is only one bar because there is, if you remember the channel structure of the JFET, structure of the JFET is like this. There is no such thing as insulation between the gate and the source. There is no such thing as insulation between the gate and the source. The drain source is just a channel, and the gate is gate. It is connected by a PN junction sort of thing. There is no insulating material like in a MOSFET. There is no oxide layer in this. Okay, so there is no oxide layer means here there will be only one bar. Only one bar. Is it not? But if you go to the MOSFET, you will see two bars. This is for the channel and this is for the gate. And in between the channel and gate, there is this area which is, there is a gap. This gap is the so-called oxide layer. Is it clear? So these differences you must note. Is it clear?
Yes,
The
sir.
symbol. One more thing, please note. This is the symbol for the channel, the long line, and this short line is for the gate. So this symbol for the channel, you see that the channel is a solid line, means continuous line. Yes or no? Yes or
Yes,
no?
sir.
Yes, sir.
So when we discuss next type, which is enhancement MOSFET, the difference will be this. This is why this is so, and that I will come explain. You see, this is another type of MOSFET which we have not yet studied. We will get to study this. In this enhancement MOSFET, the channel is not a continuous line. These are breaks. Okay, so just please note this. After that, why there is a break and why in enhancement mode there is a break, and in depletion mode this is continuous solid line. I will explain. The main reason is that when you buy a depletion mode MOSFET, this channel exists. I told you. So this is represented by a solid line. Okay. So what else? What we have studied? I will just make a recapitulation. In the symbol, there are obviously one symbol for N channel, another symbol for P channel. And in N channel, there can be two types again, because in this type, both are symbols for N channel. And here, these are both are symbols for P channel. In this, the substrate and the source are not connected to each other. In this, the substrate and the source are connected to each other. So this is shown as a 4-terminal device. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here this is shown as 3-terminal device. 1, 2, 3. So this is one point to note. Second point to note that there is a short bar for the gate and a long bar, solid bar for the channel. And in N channel, this is the N channel is N. So the substrate is P. So obviously from P to N, the arrow direction is there, both cases. Whereas this in P channel, the channel is P and the substrate is N. So the arrow is in the opposite direction. So this is clear, and this gap is supposed to be the gap for the insulation. So this short bar is for metal, this gap is for oxide, and this channel is for semiconductor. So now the symbol is clear with all these explanations. The simple symbol, there are so many things to learn. So, but now I have explained. Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
So this is how a MOSFET looks like. There are 3 terminals, 1, 2, and 3. So 1 is source, 2 is gate, 3 is drain. These are the 3. It is called this is N channel depletion type MOSFET, and the symbol is shown. N channel is N, so the direction of an arrow is inwards. As I said, For transistors, some of the transistors numbers start with 2n. If it was a diode, it could have started with 1n. Okay, this is a low power audio transistor used in low power audio applications. I told you earlier that a transistor can be used for lower power applications or high power applications. It can be used for audio frequencies or radio frequencies. So these are application based, and this N-channel depletion MOSFET, and this is the data sheet or specification sheets. Okay, you don't have to go through this details. If you are interested, you can see what are the important parameters. With this, let us start enhancement type MOSFET. It's very similar. Only thing, it does not follow Shockley's equation. This is very important. When Rajat asked me why there is a gap, I was hesitant. I should have told you at that instant that in depletion type MOSFET, it follows Shockley's equation, which gives the relation between the current and the voltage. But in this enhancement type MOSFET, it does not follow Shockley's equation. Okay, like earlier one, enhancement type MOSFET can be N channel or P channel. Okay, now from this diagram, everything looks very familiar because you have already understood all of these things. What is the major, or you can say even one difference between a depletion MOSFET and this N channel enhancement type MOSFET?
No channel.
Very
Channel
good.
is absent, sir.
Channel is absent. So when you buy it, the channel does not exist. So you have to, now without the channel, nothing will work. What is the use of this transistor? You can throw it away in the dustbin. So only thing you have to create a channel. Okay, for this you have to create a channel so that there is a current. Otherwise, if there is no channel, this is an island, this is an island. How will the electrons move from this source to the drain? There is no path. This is p-type, p-type material. How can an electron flow through a p-type material? Only if there is a similar type material, then only can flow from one because of the applied potential between the drain and the source. Is it not?
Yes, sir.
So let us see how it works. So here you can see that the substrate and the source are shorted to each other here, and you also see that the source is at ground. And what else do you see? That the drain source voltage is such that the drain is at a positive potential with respect to the grounded source. The source is at ground and the drain is at a positive potential. Okay. Now, initially for the depletion mode MOSFET, we studied when VGS is equal to 0. That means the gate source voltage is 0. We also found out that the drain current which was available for the gate source voltage 0 was IDSS. Now, in this case, if the gate source voltage is 0, the channel does not exist. When we bought it from the market, the channel does not exist. So if we give a gate source voltage 0 and positive drain grounded source, then no channel exists, no current can flow. So gate source voltage 0, no current can flow, unlike depletion mode MOSFET. So you must give a potential between the gate and the source. And what is this potential? This is a positive potential. So let us see what happens when you give a positive potential. So this gate is a positive potential to make it work. So if the gate is positive potential, what will happen? There is a positive electric field, and like what I told you earlier, all the electrons which are negatively charged will be attracted to the interface, and the holes in this area was p-type. Yes, is it not? This is when I bought from the market. So this area was in p-type material. So there was no channel. This was a p-type material. So when I apply a positive gate voltage with respect to source, all the electrons which are minority charge carriers in this material will be repelled. Will be attracted to this positive gate. Yes or no? Throughout this p-type material, wherever there are electrons will be attracted towards this positive electric field? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And the holes which are minority carriers will be repelled from this positive charge gate.
Yes, sir.
Gate is positively charged, so the holes which are the majority charge carriers in the p-type will be repelled from the interface, and all the electrons in the p-type will be attracted towards this material. So when this sort of situation happens, what do you expect? A channel is created.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you see in this structure there is one shaded portion. So basically you see earlier when we went to the market and bought an enhancement type MOSFET, there was no channel. But now a channel is created which is called an induced N channel. Induced N channel means because of the positive electric field, a channel is created which is called an induced N channel. Okay. Now, and this shaded portion you see, this region are depleted of p-type carriers or holes. So in between the n-type and the p-type bulk of the substrate, there is a region which is a p-n junction. It is a p-n junction, and this substrate is at what? Connected to the source, means this is zero potential. Yes or no? Zero
Yes, sir.
potential.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So there is a
Yes,
zero
sir.
potential on the p-type, and on the n-type, this is zero potential at the source. This n-type is at zero potential. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And this n-type is what potential? Some potential which is VDS.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? There is a positive potential at this n-type and zero potential at this type. So basically, at the p-type is connected to the ground. Okay, so there is a there is a depletion layer because of the p-n junction is formed. Okay, and as you see, this is an induced channel. If the channel has been induced or created now because of this positive gate source voltage, electrons tend to move again upward direction. So if the electrons are moving from the source to the drain, a current flows in the opposite direction, which is called drain current ID. And this drain current ID is same as that source current, because all this current cannot flow in any other direction. It flows out to the source, and this is always same in any MOSFET. Again, notice one more thing which is written here, that the gate current is zero. Why? Because there is an insulating layer, that is the Himalayas, and people cannot move from China to India or India to China, just crossing the Himalayas. So this is of the insulating layer. So because of the insulating layer, the current is zero. So this is that's why you will see for field effect transistor, we have seen it is a very high input impedance. Gate is an input, na? So input impedance is very, very high, which is very good for an amplifier, like a common collector. But we have said more than the common collector, the input impedance is much higher in a MOSFET. Is it clear till now?
Yes, sir.
Now you see the channel is created because of the positive gate potential. Gate current is zero and drain's current is equal to the source current because of the positive potential at the drain and the source. And one more thing you see, there is a depletion region which is formed uniformly in the between the n-type and the p-type material. Now let us see what to do. Now you see, which was not shown in the earlier figure, I told you that at the drain, this is a metallic contact. So whatever you give at the battery, say 2 volts, comes at this point drain. So the island of the drain is at n-type is at 2 volts, p-type is at 0. So the depletion region is formed between the 2 volts and the 0 volt. Yes or no? Positive on the n side, 0 on the p side. So a depletion region is formed, which is because this junction is reverse bias. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now, I see one thing more. This is the source. This is the metallic contact. So whatever potential you give here is coming here. This is, but this you see from the earth point that this is 0 volt. So this is 0 volts. Substrate is at 0 volt. So what is the potential difference between this N and this P?
0 volt.
0. There is no difference between this N and this P. Whereas this is the 2 volts on the N type and 0 volt on the P type. All this material is at 0 volt because this is connected to the substrate is connected to 0 volts. Substrate is connected to 0 volts. This source is connected to 0 volts, but the drain is not connected to 0 volt. Drain is connected to say 2 volts. Say it is VDS. Say 2 volts. So this N channel is at 2 volts plus 2 volts. P channel at 0 volts. So there is a what type of bias junction? What type of bias junction? This
The reverse.
reverse bias. Whereas here it is no bias.
Why
It
it
is
is
equilibrium.
reverse bias?
Huh?
Why it is reverse bias?
Why it is reverse bias? I'm getting. Hey, Jake, mouse. Why it is reverse bias? I'll tell you. So this N-type island on the source is at what potential? Tell me.
0 potential.
And this P-type substrate is at what potential?
P type is also 0 potential.
So if there is no difference of potential, a PN junction without any bias.
Yes, sir.
A PN junction without any bias is equilibrium, na? So there is a depletion region, equilibrium condition, no bias, depletion region. Now, this why your question coming to your question. Now this is say 2 volts. It may be say you take 3 volts. So let us say it is 3 volts. So this is positive 3 volts with respect to source. So if this is positive 3 volts, all the 3 volts will come here because these are all highly conducting metallic contact. So this 3 volts will come here. So this N channel, N island is at plus 3 volts compared to this. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now you understand why it is reverse bias?
Yes, sir. Is because N type is connected to positive terminal.
Yeah, because N type is connected to with respect to the P type. We have discussed now if N is positive terminal, P is negative terminal, then it is a reverse bias junction.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you see a very, very important characteristic that this drain is reverse bias with respect to substrate, whereas the source is not reverse bias. It is no bias. So the depletion width will be which side more? Reverse bias junction or the
Upper side.
upper portion because it is a reverse bias junction. Okay. So you see here difference between this one and this one. Here it is uniformly same potential. In fact, there is a here this is the initial. In fact, this voltage shouldn't have been there. Actually, concentrate on this figure. So this will be more reverse biased here, less reverse zero. Suppose this is 3 volts. Now this channel has a resistance. This N channel has a resistance which was created, and this is 2 volts. This is at 2 volts. This is 0 volts. So somewhere in the middle, it is 1 volt. 1 volt just as an example. So here it is 0.5 volt. Here it is 1.5 volts. Sorry, 2 volts, 1.5 volts, 1 volts, 0.5 volts, 0 volts. Yes or no? The gradient.
Yes, sir.
So this is not abrupt. That this is 2, this is 1.5. It is gradually coming from 2 to 0. So the gradually the reverse bias is decreasing from maximum here to least here. This is the maximum reverse bias now, and this is the channel. This is a resistive channel. So somewhere here it is 2 volts, 1.9 volt, 1.8 volt, 1.7 volt. Like this, it goes on till it becomes 0 volt. Here there is no reverse bias. Here is maximum reverse bias. That's why you see the width of the depletion region is maximum here, and as you go downwards towards the source, the depletion width becomes less and less till the equilibrium depletion width exists. Think and tell me whether you have understood or not.
Yes, sir.
All of you, Ananya chhada bakira?
হ্যাঁ
Huh?
Yes, sir.
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ
Okay. So there is that's why it is not uniform. And if you give more and more potential here, at one point of time, this will become so much that this channel will no longer exist at this point. বাড়তে 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 ডিপ্লেশন উইথ বেড়ে গেলে কি হয়, পিঞ্চ অফ হয়ে যায়, বলেছিলাম না, পিঞ্চ অফ মতো হয়ে যায়। তো এখানে this will reverse bias will be at one point of time, reverse bias can be such that this channel is pinched off. ছবি দিয়েছে কি দেয়নি, doesn't matter, এটা একদম আরো 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 যদি এটা এটা it is highest here, the channel width lowest here. It may so happen that the channel width is like this. Follow the arrow, follow the arrow I am drawing. Like this, like this, like this, and it এখানে গিয়ে বন্ধ হয়ে গেল চ্যানেল। এই পয়েন্টে গিয়ে বন্ধ হয়ে গেল, কারণ এখানে ডিপ্রেশন উইথ এত বেশি যে চ্যানেলটাকে খেয়ে দিয়েছে পুরো। মানে তুমি যদি বাংলায় বলতে চাও যে এই চ্যানেলটা খেয়ে দিচ্ছে না, এখানে এত উইথ আছে, এখানে রিভার্স বায়াসের জন্য ডিপ্রেশন উইথ এত বেশি হচ্ছে, চ্যানেল খেতে 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 কমতে কমতে এত দাঁড়িয়েছে। আরো যদি বাড়িয়ে দাও, আরো রিভার্স বায়াস বাড়বে, তো দেখা যাচ্ছে চ্যানেল এখানে গিয়ে শেষ হয়ে গেছে। ঠিক আছে, পরিষ্কার?
Yes, sir.
এখানে একটু বুঝিয়েছে এই জিনিসটা, একটু পড়ে নিও। এখানে একটা থ্রেশহোল্ড ভ্যালু আছে। প্রথমে এই চ্যানেলটা তৈরি হয় না, এটা বলা হয়নি। একটা ভিজিএস ভ্যালু 0 থেকে বাড়াতে বাড়াতে 1 2 3 করলে একটা ভ্যালু যখন পাবে যেটা ক্রস করলেই চ্যানেলটা তৈরি হয়, সেই ভ্যালুটাকে বলে থ্রেশহোল্ড ভ্যালু। VGS এর value of VGS for which threshold is created is called the threshold value, for which the channel is created. Sorry, value of VGS for which the channel is created is called the threshold value. প্রথমে যখন বাজার থেকে কিনেছিলাম আমি বলেছিলাম চ্যানেল নেই, একটু সামান্য VGS দিলে ব্যাস চ্যানেল ক্রিয়েট হবে না। ধরো 0.1 ভোল্ট চ্যানেল ইজ নট দেয়ার, 0.2 ভোল্ট চ্যানেল ইজ নট দেয়ার, 0.3 ভোল্ট চ্যানেল ইজ নট দেয়ার, 0.4 ভোল্ট, এখানে কত নিয়েছে আমি সেই অবধি নিয়ে দেখি। Say 0.4 volt channel is not there, 1 volt channel is not there, 1.2 volt channel is not there, 1.7 volt channel is not there, 1.9 volt channel is not there. যখন 2 ভোল্ট রিচ করে গেল তখন চ্যানেলটা তৈরি হয়ে গেল। পরিষ্কার? So that value of VGS which allows a channel to be created is called the threshold voltage. And the current which flows once the threshold voltage is reached is called the drain current. তো আমি বললাম 0 থেকে 2 বাড়িয়ে যাচ্ছি VGS, কোনো চ্যানেল নেই। 2 যখন চ্যানেল 2 হয়ে গেল, 2 ভোল্টস হয়ে গেল, চ্যানেল এক্সিস্ট করতে আরম্ভ করলো। এবার 2.1 2.2 2.7 2.3 যতই হোক না কেন বাড়ছে, তখন চ্যানেলের কারেন্টও বাড়ছে। কারণ তো বলেছিলাম এখানে পজিটিভ বাড়ছে, more number of electrons, তার মানে এই ক্যারিয়ার ইলেকট্রন কারেন্ট ডেন্সিটি এখানে বাড়ছে, চ্যানেল স্ট্রেংথ বাড়ছে, more current more more carrier density, more current. ঠিক আছে? তো এই VGS এর ভ্যালু যদি 2 ভোল্ট হয়, আমি 3 ভোল্ট দিলে আমি কি বলতে পারি VGS থ্রেশহোল্ড থেকে কত বেশি? 2 ভোল্ট থ্রেশহোল্ড 2 ভোল্ট হচ্ছে থ্রেশহোল্ড ভোল্টেজ, তার নিচে কোনো চ্যানেল নেই। 2 ভোল্ট ক্রস করে গেলে চ্যানেল তৈরি হলো। যখন VGS এর ভ্যালু 3 ভোল্ট, তাহলে এই ডিফারেন্সটা তখন কি হবে? VGS মাইনাস থ্রেশহোল্ড ভোল্টেজ
1 volt.
1 ভোল্ট। ঠিক আছে? যখন এই VGS এর ভ্যালু 4 ভোল্ট হলো, তখন এই বলতে পারি এক্সট্রা ভোল্টেজ VGS মাইনাস থ্রেশহোল্ড ভোল্টেজ কত হলো?
2 volt.
2 ভোল্ট। তার মানে এই কারেন্টটা কিন্তু 3 ভোল্ট হলে যত হবে 4 ভোল্ট হলে 1.33 টাইমস হবে না। 3 ভোল্টে 3 মিলি অ্যাম্পিয়ার কারেন্ট, 4 ভোল্টে 4 মিলি অ্যাম্পিয়ার কারেন্ট হবে না। 3 ভোল্টে যতখানি কারেন্ট হবে 4 ভোল্টে ডাবল কারেন্ট হবে। কেন? 5 ভোল্টে আবার ডাবল হবে না, 5 ভোল্টে তখন অন্য হবে। মানে প্রপোর্শনালিটি ফ্যাক্টরটা কথা বলছি। এই প্রপোর্শনালিটি কারেন্ট কতখানি ফ্লো করছে ডিপেন্ড করছে থ্রেশহোল্ড ভোল্টেজ থেকে VGS কত বেশি, নট VGS কত। অ্যাবসলিউট ভ্যালু টার্মসে VGS কত ইজ নট ইম্পর্টেন্ট, মোর ইম্পর্টেন্ট ইজ VGS যখন থ্রেশহোল্ড থেকে ক্রস করছে above threshold what is the value of VGS। মানে এই VGS মাইনাস VTH টার্মটা ইম্পর্টেন্ট, বুঝেছো?
Yes, sir.
VGS মাইনাস VTH টার্মটা ইম্পর্টেন্ট। আমার এক্সাম্পলে VGS মাইনাস VTH 3 minus 2 is equal to 1 ছিল এক ক্ষেত্রে, নেক্সট ক্ষেত্রে 4 minus 2 is equal to 2 হচ্ছে। তার মানে যে এই এক্সট্রা ভোল্টেজটা প্রথমে 1 ভোল্ট তারপরে 2 ভোল্ট, তার মানে কারেন্ট প্রপোর্শনেটলি বাড়বে। ঠিক আছে? এই অ্যাবাভ থ্রেশহোল্ড ভোল্টেজ VGS কত সেটাকে বলে ওভারড্রাইভ ভোল্টেজ। ঠিক আছে? VGS মাইনাস VTH মানে থ্রেশহোল্ড ভোল্টেজের কত উপরে VTH সেটাই হচ্ছে তোমার ওভারড্রাইভ ভোল্টেজ। ঠিক আছে? আমার চিনি লাগবে, ছোট বিস্কুট দেবে আমাকে, মিষ্টি লাগলো। বুঝে গেছো? VGS মাইনাস VTH টাকে থ্রেশহোল্ড ওভারড্রাইভ ভোল্টেজ বলে, মানে কত ওভার ড্রাইভ দিচ্ছ। তো কারেন্টটা উইল ডিপেন্ড অন দ্য ওভারড্রাইভ ভোল্টেজ। ঠিক আছে? ক্লিয়ার? এটা ক্লিয়ার? আর এই যে চ্যানেলটা আস্তে আস্তে ছোট হয়ে যাচ্ছে উপরের দিকে, সেটাকে বলে পিঞ্চ অফ। মানে একটা সার্টেন লেভেলে গিয়ে দেখা যাবে পরে সার্টেন ভ্যালু অফ VDS পিঞ্চ অফ হয়ে যাবে, পিঞ্চ অফ হয়ে যাবে। বুঝেছো? পিঞ্চ অফ হয়ে গেলে আগে যেমন হচ্ছিল কারেন্ট স্যাচুরেট হয়ে যাবে। পরিষ্কার? এবার যা বললাম সব কার্ভ থেকে আরো পরিষ্কার হবে। এটা আউটপুট ক্যারেক্টারিস্টিক আবার বলার দরকার নেই, আইডি ভার্সেস VDS ক্লিয়ার পরিষ্কার। ধরো VGS নিচে থেকে শুরু করি এবার। হ্যাঁ, VGS is equal to VT। VT ওখানে 2 ভোল্ট, মানে থ্রেশহোল্ড ভোল্টেজটা 2 ভোল্ট। তাহলে ওই জাস্ট যখন 2 ভোল্ট হলো তখন চ্যানেলটা ফর্ম হলো, একটা কারেন্ট অলমোস্ট জিরো বলতে পারো। পুরো নিচে সবচেয়ে নিচের কার্ভটা, বটম মোস্ট কার্ভ। When VGS is equal to 3 volt, what is the overdrive voltage?
1 volt.
Very good. Overdrive voltage is any voltage of VGS which is above VTH. Not কোথাও VTH লেখে কোথাও VT লেখে। So here 3 minus 2 is equal to 1 volt. So there is some amount of current. When VGS is equal to 4 volts, overdrive voltage is 2 volts. There is still more amount of current. When VGS is equal to 5 volts, the overdrive voltage is 3 volts. কারণ any voltage যা পাবো -2 সাবট্রাক্ট করতে হবে, কারণ overdrive voltage ক্রস মানে থ্রেশহোল্ড ভোল্টেজ ক্রস না করলে চ্যানেলটা ফর্মই হবে না। ঠিক আছে? এটা দিস ইজ ক্লিয়ার। এন্ড এগেইন ইউ সি দ্যার ইজ এ gap difference in the gap between the regions. But I have told you Shockley's equation follow করে না কিন্তু গ্যাপটা দেখা যাচ্ছে more or less same. I will tell you the reason. Now, if I talk of any individual curve, say for VGS any curve, so VGS is equal to 7 volts. So initially it will be a linear region. That means it follows Ohm's law. Okay. So there is a slope of the curve. 1 by slope is the resistance of all these things. Then it reaches a particular point. After that, pinch off occurs, and the channel is pinched off. There is no channel, and then the current saturates. If you give a still higher overdrive voltage, that means 6 volts overdrive voltage in this case, then the current still increases further. And that value of VDS, when saturation occurs, this is a saturation portion of the curve when the current saturates. So that value of VDS for which saturation occurs is called the saturation voltage, VDSat. So in this case, VDSat is say 6 volts. If the value of VGS is more, I will tell you the difference why. So just a minute. এটা আরো কমপ্লিকেট করে দেবো ম্যাটারটা, লজিক্যালি বোঝা যাচ্ছে তো, প্রথম শিখছো, বেশি কমপ্লিকেশন করে লাভ নেই, ছেড়ে দাও। তো এই যে এই কার্ভস গুলো, এটা আমি বলেছি VDSat কি, overdrive voltage. Any voltage of VGS above threshold voltage is called the overdrive voltage, and that is called the VDSat. Ekhane overdrive threshold voltage is taken as 2 volts. So all these voltages, if you subtract 2 volts, you will get VDSat. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
VDSat টা যেটা আমি বলছিলাম overdrive voltage, মানে any voltage above 2 volts. Because why 2 volts? Because 2 volts is a threshold voltage. Below threshold voltage চ্যানেলটা নেই, কারণ আমি বাজারে গিয়ে যখন কিনেছিলাম চ্যানেলটা ছিল না। 2 ভোল্ট যখন দিলাম পজিটিভ বিটুইন গেট এন্ড সোর্স, আই উইল গেট দ্য চ্যানেল। তারপরে বাড়াচ্ছি, কিন্তু ওই 2 ভোল্টসটা ইম্পর্টেন্ট থেকে যাচ্ছে। যখন থেকে চ্যানেল সৃষ্টি হলো, তৈরি হলো, তারপর থেকেই যে ভোল্টেজটা বাড়াচ্ছি সেই ভোল্টেজটা ইম্পর্টেন্ট, ডিফারেন্স ভোল্টেজটা, নট দ্য অ্যাবসলিউট ভোল্টেজ। তো VDSat হচ্ছে ওই ডিফারেন্স ভোল্টেজটা। ইট ইজ অলসো কল্ড ওভারড্রাইভ ভোল্টেজ। So you see in this case, when VGS is equal to 8 volts and VT is equal to 2 volts, what will be the overdrive voltage or VDSat?
6 volt.
6 volts. Very good. তো ওই জন্য এই কার্ভটা যেখানে স্যাচুরেশন শুরু হলো, নামালে দেখা যাচ্ছে 6 ভোল্টে শুরু হচ্ছে। যখন VGS 7 ভোল্ট, তখন VDSat অথবা ওভারড্রাইভ ভোল্টেজ কত?
5.
5 হ্যাঁ 5। সো দেখো এই কার্ভটা যদি আমি এখান থেকে নামাতে আরম্ভ করি, এই 5 ভোল্টে গিয়ে ম্যাচ করি। সিমিলারলি এখানে 4 ভোল্ট হবে। তো আমি এই কার্ভ যেখানে স্যাচুরেশন শুরু হলো, এটা 4 ভোল্টস, এটা 5 ভোল্টস আছে, তার মানে এখানে হচ্ছে VDSat হবে 5 - 2 = 3 ভোল্টস। তো এই এখানে যেখানে স্যাচুরেশন শুরু করলো, এখানে আমি কার্ভটা নামালে এখানে 3 ভোল্টস আছে। ক্লিয়ার? Now
Yes.
coming to the relationship. What is the current dependent on? The current is dependent on this. Current is dependent on the some potential, some factor of constant, which depends on the structure of the MOSFET times the square of the overdrive voltage. Overdrive কথাটা মনে রাখতে আমার সুবিধা কেন বলো তো, এই থ্রেশহোল্ড এর পরে তো চ্যানেলটা সৃষ্টি হলো, তারপরে যে এক্সট্রা ভোল্টেজটা, সেটা হচ্ছে এক্সট্রা ভোল্টেজটা, সেটাই হচ্ছে ওভারড্রাইভ ভোল্টেজ। এটা টেকনিক্যালি VDSat বলে। তার মানে স্কোয়ার অফ দিস ওভারড্রাইভ ভোল্টেজ, সো দিস ইজ স্কোয়ার টার্ম, স্কোয়ার অফ দ্য টার্ম অফ দ্য ওভারড্রাইভ ভোল্টেজ multiplied by a proportionality factor or constant gives the current. So more the overdrive voltage, more the current by a square term. Since it is a square term, this curve goes on, gap goes on increasing from এখানে low gap, এখানে 1 ভোল্ট বাড়ালে এইটুকুনি, এখানে 1 ভোল্ট বাড়ালে বেশি, এখানে 1 ভোল্ট বাড়ালে অনেক বেশি, বিকজ দ্যার ইজ এ স্কোয়ার ল রিলেশনশিপ। বাট শকলেস ইকুয়েশনও স্কোয়ার ল ছিল, কিন্তু এটা তো শকলেস ইকুয়েশন না, এটা স্কোয়ার ল একটা রিলেশনশিপ, বাট এটা তো শকলেস ইকুয়েশন না। পরিষ্কার?
হ্যাঁ
পরিষ্কার? এটা শকলেস ইকুয়েশন না, এটা কিন্তু কিছু একটা আছে রিলেশন, যে রিলেশনটাকে স্কোয়ার ল, স্কোয়ার মানে প্যারাবোলিক রিলেশনশিপ,
স্কোয়ার আছে।
প্যারাবোলিক রিলেশনশিপ, প্যারাবোলিক রিলেশনশিপ বলে এনহান্সমেন্ট মসফেট হোক বা ডিপ্লিশন মোড মসফেট হোক, এই গ্যাপটা ওই সেই সিমিলারলি ভ্যারি করছে। Here in enhancement mode MOSFET, the Shockley's equation does not hold. ক্লিয়ার হয়ে গেল? সহজে বুঝিয়ে দিলাম। দেখো না, তোমাদের একটা জিনিস বাকি রয়েছে, খেয়াল রাখো, সেটা হচ্ছে ট্রান্সফার ক্যারেক্টারিস্টিক্স। ট্রান্সফার ক্যারেক্টারিস্টিক্স আর বোঝানোর দরকার নেই। আউটপুট প্যারামিটার আইডি, ড্রেন কারেন্ট, ইনপুট প্যারামিটার ভিজিএস। এখানে সব ভিজিএস পজিটিভ বলেছিলাম, ভিজিএস পজিটিভ। 2 ভোল্ট হলেই চ্যানেলটা ক্রিয়েট হচ্ছে, 2 ভোল্টের পর থেকেই কারেন্টটা শুরু হচ্ছে। 2 ভোল্ট অবধি কোনো কারেন্ট নেই, 0.5 দাও, 0.7 দাও, 1.3 দাও, 1.9 দাও, ডাজন্ট মেক এ ডিফারেন্স। চ্যানেল নেই তো কারেন্ট কোথায়? সে 0.5 দাও বা 1.9 দাও, কারেন্ট নেই, দুটো ক্ষেত্রেই কারেন্ট নেই। Is it clear?
Yes.
So once the threshold voltage is crossed, then you have the current. এই কার্ভটা তো বুঝে গেছো। এবার এখানে সিমিলারলি প্লট করছে কি, এই যে VGS, কোন ভ্যালু অফ VGS, what value of current, what value of VGS, what value of, এটা আবার সেই প্যারাবোলিক রিলেশনশিপ। You get 5 or 6 points, you join the dots, you get a sort of parabolic curve. Is it clear? Here you see, note that enhancement mode MOSFET works only in enhancement mode type. মানে VGS বাড়াতে থাকছো, কারেন্ট বাড়ছে, by a square law relationship. Yes or no? It is when a channel is formed and then it increase of voltage gives an increased current. Yes or no?
Yes.
আগের ক্ষেত্রে কি ছিল, দুটো রিজিয়ন ছিল, দুটো রিজিয়ন ছিল। এই লেফট অফ দ্য ওয়াই অ্যাক্সিস ওয়াজ ডিপ্লিশন মোড, মানে কারণ আমি যখন বাজারে কিনছি চ্যানেলটা ছিল, বাজারে যখন কিনেছি তখন ডিপ্লিশন মোডে চ্যানেলটা ছিল, আমার কাজ হচ্ছে এটাকে ডিপ্লিট করে দেওয়া। আর এনহ্যান্সমেন্ট মোডে চ্যানেলটা ছিল না, ওটাকে চ্যানেল বানাতে হবে। চ্যানেল বানাতে হলে আমাদের এক্সাম্পলে 2 ভোল্ট ভিজিএস দিতে হবে। 2 ভোল্ট ভিজিএস দেওয়ার পরে অ্যাকশন শুরু হলো, তার আগে কিছু করা যাবে না। আচ্ছা, এইখানে বলেছিলাম ডিপ্লিশন মোড, কারণ এখানে যত ভ্যালু ভিজিএস নেগেটিভ করছি তত চ্যানেলটা আস্তে আস্তে জিরো কারেন্ট হয়ে যাচ্ছে, মানে চ্যানেলটা ডিপ্লিট হয়ে যাচ্ছে। কিন্তু আবার কারেন্টটা বাড়ানো যায়, ভিজিএস 0 থেকে কারেন্ট বাড়ানো যায়। যদি পজিটিভ ভোল্টেজ দাও তাহলে এনহ্যান্সমেন্ট মোডে চলে গেল। আমাদের এনহ্যান্স মোডের কাজ কি ছিল, নিচের থেকে উপরে যখন পজিটিভ দিচ্ছ বেশি কারেন্ট হচ্ছে, সেটা ডিপ্লিশন মোডেও কাজ করে। মানে ডিপ্লিশন মোড MOSFET can work both as depletion mode normal or it can work as enhancement mode. If you give positive voltage, current goes on increasing. In depletion mode MOSFET, this is the depletion type MOSFET only, called type MOSFET. So depletion mode MOSFET can work as both depletion and enhancement mode MOSFET. Whereas in this depletion mode MOSFET, which you have studied just now, it can work only in enhancement mode. Only in enhancement mode. এখানে কোনো আলাদা depletion mode কিছু নেই, একই টাইপ। ক্লিয়ার? পি চ্যানেল ডিপ্লেশন মোড মসফেট হতে পারে। পি চ্যানেল থেকে বুঝতে পারছো চ্যানেল এখানে তৈরি হবে, যখন কিনেছো নেই, দুটো আইল্যান্ড বসে আছে পি পি, কিন্তু চ্যানেল নেই। যখন ওই থ্রেশহোল্ড ভোল্টেজ দিচ্ছ তখন এর পি চ্যানেল ক্রিয়েট হবে এন চ্যানেল সাবস্ট্রেটের মধ্যে। এত এইগুলো যদি পড়ো ভালো, জেনারেলি কোয়েশ্চেন আসে না পি টাইপ থেকে, এন টাইপ থেকে আসে, কারণ এন টাইপটা থেকে বুঝলে পি টাইপটা যদি বাই চান্স চলে আসে বুঝে একটু দেখে নিও, কোন নতুন কিছু নেই তো, শুধু একই ভাবে পড়া আছে। আচ্ছা, এই সিম্বল নিয়ে আর কিছু বক্তব্য নেই। অনলি ডিফারেন্স বিটুইন ডিপ্লিশন মোড এন্ড এনহ্যান্সমেন্ট মোড, আমি বলেছিলাম when you go to the market this channel was not existing, সেই জন্য এই লাইনে ব্রেক আছে। আর ডিপ্লিশন মোডে চ্যানেল ব্রেক নেই, সলিড লাইন আছে, কারণ যখন তুমি বাজারে গিয়ে কিনেছো চ্যানেলটা এক্সিস্ট করছিল, সলিড লাইন। তুমি এখানে বাজারে গেছো, চ্যানেল ছিল না, চ্যানেল তৈরি করলে থ্রেশহোল্ড ভোল্টেজের উপরে ভোল্টেজ দিয়ে। ক্লিয়ার? পরিষ্কার হলো? With this, we come to the end of all the device related issues. Okay, so before we proceed, I'll give your brain a little rest. So in the meantime, let me have the attendance. Sharon Mondal.
Present, sir.
Shivam Kasera. Vishwaditya Acho. Prince.
হ্যাঁ
Prince.
Present, sir.
Okay. Ayush. Ayush.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Rahul Rai. Ankita. Ishita. Ramesh. Oshana.
Present, sir.
Sir, I could not hear my name, sir.
Wait, please wait. Mohim.
Present, sir.
Joy.
Yes, sir.
Swarnamoy. Swarnamoy. Rajeshwar.
Yes, sir.
Rajeshwar.
Yes,
কে
sir.
প্রেজেন্ট বলবে?
Sir, আমি
কে নাম বলো?
আজকে রাজেশ্বর এসছে।
না কে এখন? ঠিক আছে, রাজেশ্বরকে মার্ক করলাম। আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে। অভিষিক্তা।
Yes, sir.
আক্রুর। শান্ত।
present, sir.
অনিশা।
Present, sir.
নিশান, শেখ নিশান।
Present, sir.
অভিষেক।
Present, sir.
সাগরিকা। সাগরিকা তো রেসপন্ড করলো সকালে। মোহাম্মদ হামিদুল।
Yes, sir. Present.
সাগরিকার ইমিডিয়েটলি একটু বেরোতে হয়েছে, হসপিটালে যেতে হয়েছে।
ওকে। দেবদত্তা।
Yes, sir.
প্রিয়াঙ্কা।
Present, sir.
অস্মিত। আমান। অনন্যা প্রেজেন্ট। তারকেশ্বর।
Present, sir.
ঠিক আছে। তারকেশ্বর।
Present, sir.
অরিন্দম।
Present, sir.
প্রিয়াংশু।
Yes, sir.
অভিষেক।
Present, sir.
অনক। অনক।
Yes, sir.
ঠিক আছে।
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
Who said yes?
Sir, I'm Anok, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
fine.
Anok,
Anybody
sir,
else?
Anok.
Yeah, you're marked present. Anybody else?
Sir, Emmanuel দিয়েছেন?
ইমান কোথায় গেছিলে?
স্যার বললাম আমি স্যার, ইয়েস স্যার বললাম।
বলেছিল
মার্ক করা আছে প্রেজেন্ট।
ওকে স্যার, থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার।
Sir, this is Shivam. I earlier typed in the chat box that I was present.
Who?
But he said that. Sir, Shivam, 17.
117.
Yes, sir.
Anybody else?
Sir, Joy Das.
Roll number?
46, printing.
46, huh? Present.
Sir, Saket Agarwal,
Pardon?
27. Saket Agarwal.
Saket, why didn't you respond when I called you?
Sir, actually I switched from laptop, so laptop mic doesn't work.
Okay, now, now I marked you present, Saket.
Thank
Anybody
you,
else?
sir.
আচ্ছা, বাই দ্য ওয়ে, বিশ্বদীপ আর প্রিয়াঙ্কা, সাগরিকা নেই। আগের উইকে প্রিয়াঙ্কা লিখেছিল যদি ক্লাস এক্সট্রা করানো যায়, তা আমি নিজেই ছিলাম না। তো এই ওয়েডনেসডে there will be no class because of holidays. They're lagging behind the other section. Can you arrange another class the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever?
ইয়েস স্যার, মানে দেখতে হবে।
ঠিক আছে, দেখো।
সবাই এক্সট্রা ক্লাস চাইছে, আর টাইম এমনি নর্মাল ক্লাস করে পুরো দিন চলে যাচ্ছে, এক্সট্রা ক্লাস কাকে কখন দেবো বোঝা যাচ্ছে না।
আবার স্যার এই উইকে ম্যাথসে সিটি নেবে।
বুঝতে পারছি তোমাদের অসুবিধে। আচ্ছা, 10 মিনিট আছে, একটা জিনিস স্টার্ট করি, ইন্ট্রোডাকশন দিই। Acha, let us start at least something so that can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can you see? Huh? Screen দেখতে পাচ্ছো?
Yes, sir.
See, this is from a site called Tutorials Point. Topics as such are very well covered. Material as such is more or less okay, but there are certain glaring mistakes, okay, for which normally I would not have taught you from this, taught you from some very authentic sources, but because of the shortage of time, I'll have to rush through. So I have chosen this one. Wherever there are mistakes in this, I will point out. But one good thing about that is this, that they have covered this in a very simple and lucid manner. Okay. So I will share this link with you. So now certain topics we will cover from this. Maybe we will need one class before we go to other topics. So here till now we have studied till now we have studied only devices, is it not? Not much about amplifiers. So now we'll start to see how the device, this is the device, okay, this is a semiconductor device. Like resistance is also another device, but this is not a semiconductor device. This you learned in electrical. Capacitor is also device, but it is not an electronic device. So using transistors, this is a BJT transistor, which is a device. You can connect different components to form a circuit, okay, and this circuit works as an amplifier. So from till now on, we will study only common emitter configuration for an amplifier. Other transistors can be used as amplifiers, but we will not show them. So we'll concentrate on common emitter. So this is a single stage amplifier in the sense that it has only one stage. This itself is one amplifier. How it is connected, you have already come across this because you have studied potential divider circuit. Okay, a potential divider biasing. Remember, when you from the VCC supply you had R1, R2, and then we replace this R1, R2 and this voltage source with a Thevenin equivalent voltage and a Thevenin equivalent resistance. If you remember,
Yes.
Thevenin equivalent voltage at this point was R2 divided by R1 plus R2 into VCC. So that at this point, the Thevenin equivalent voltage was V Thevenin, which was R2 divided by the sum of this into VCC. This is Thevenin equivalent voltage. And the Thevenin equivalent resistance was R1 parallel R2. So this we have studied. And this is the collector current. This is sometimes called a stabilization circuit. Stabilization we have seen where we have discussed that beta plus 1 RD is much greater than R Thevenin, something like that. We remember, if you remember. So this is a stabilization resistance. It is also called negative feedback because it reduces the gain of the amplifier. So negative feedback from the output to the input. Now, certain things I have told you, but I will just reinforce. This is one coupling capacitor between this single stage amplifier and the previous stage to the left of this. And this is another coupling capacitor from this amplifier. This is one amplifier to the next similar amplifier. Okay, so this is a blocking or coupling capacitor. Why it is called a blocking or coupling capacitor? Because it allows an AC to pass but blocks the DC. It allows AC to pass but blocks the DC. If this capacitor was not there, then the DC of the previous stage would interfere with the DC of this stage, and biasing will be disturbed. We have discussed biasing, no? So biasing, stabilization, all these things we have discussed, and then we have seen that how biasing is very important. So if there is no capacitor, then biasing will be disturbed because of the circuit of the previous stage. Similarly, if you don't have a coupling or blocking capacitor, then this will load the next circuit stage. So this is the function of these one, and then these two coupling capacitors or blocking capacitors. Then there is the third and the last capacitor, which is connected across the resistance at the emitter. This is called a emitter bypass capacitor. Why emitter bypass capacitor? Because it allows the AC to work, but it blocks the DC. So for DC, it is an open circuit. It is an open circuit, whereas for AC, it is a short circuit. So when you have this amplifier working, this configuration working as an amplifier, for AC, this is a short circuit. So the current flows through IC, goes through this, and goes through this. Okay. So then there is no drop across this resistance in AC mode, and so the gain is not reduced. Because the gain is VCC minus ICRC, because we saw that we take the output at the collector at this point. Is it not? That's why after this collector, there is a load resistance at this point. After this capacitor, sorry, not collector. At this capacitor, there is a load resistance at this point. So the output is taken at this capacitor. If there is a voltage drop across this resistance, this potential will be less. So the gain will be less. So that does not occur, there is a emitter bypass capacitor, which bypasses the resistance. So the function is that it shorts the AC and open circuits the DC. So DC is blocked, but the AC is a signal which is amplified. This is the input signal. Signal is the AC. For example, the input from the microphone, that is the signal AC. So that is amplified by this. There is a small base current and there is a collector current. Another thing to note here, you see that is I, capital small I capital B is equal to the DC component. DC component is both capital, and this is the AC component. So AC is both I and B are small, DC both I and B are capital letters, and this is the instantaneous current, which is the sum of the DC plus AC. You can sum the AC and DC part by superposition theorem. That means you can add the AC and the DC part just like that. So this is the basic amplifier. Okay, I'll just give you an introduction, 1 or 2 minutes left. Now,
Excuse me, sir.
this is one stage amplifier. So there are multi-stage amplifier you can use. By this is the first stage amplifier. This is second stage amplifier. The output of the first stage is connected to the input of the next stage by a coupling device. So this, depending on the coupling device, you can have 3 or 4 coupling capacitors. Okay. So coupling can be resistance RC coupling, impedance coupling, or transformer coupling, or direct coupling. So impedance coupling is not very useful. So this is not in the syllabus, but RC coupling, coupling means this part can be done. Coupling, this device can be RC coupling, direct coupling, or transformer coupling. And the output gain, why we use multiple stages? Because the gain is now more. Overall gain is equal to the gain of, theoretically, is equal to the gain of the first stage into the gain of the second stage. So input of the gain of the first stage divided into the input of the second stage. So this is input is V1, output is V0. So gain of the first stage is V2 by V1, gain of the second stage is V0 by the output of this is connected to the input of this. So it becomes V0 plus V1. So the gain is much more. So that is why if you want to have more gain, you connect multiple transistors. Okay. So we finish here. See if you can arrange another class, then we'll finish. We'll be more comfortable. So next week onwards, we can do the digital part. Wednesday there will be no class. Or if you want a class, no, Wednesday there will be no class under any circumstances. Because an official holiday announced quite earlier. Okay. So we stop here.
Hello.
I'll share this link with you. Okay.
Sir, you were able to hear me?
Pardon?
Sorry, sir, I hate to interrupt in between, but can you please give me the permission of giving my attendance in the chat box itself?
No, not possible. I've thought about it. You have to respond to the class.
So actually, the microphone in my laptop isn't working. So every time you ask me to switch on the audio, I need to ask my father for his laptop.
No,
So,
I can't help you because of problem of one student. What you can do, you can talk to your CR. Write in the chat box. CR generally tells me that Shivam has given his attendance in the chat box. I generally take the chat box attendance, but I cannot change the mode. Sorry.
So actually, it creates a bit of a hassle because I need to ask my father for his laptop
See,
every
I
time.
understand your problem. I am not saying that you don't have a problem. You're cooking